Hi and welcome to St. God Vapes. Today we are going to be talking about the sigelei 213. It's a pretty nice little mod. I like how small it is, feels comfortable in your hand. But I do not have the box, unfortunately. I traded with some guy, blah 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 blah. He didn't have the box. Anyways, let's get back to this mod. Anyways, so as you can tell, probably not because my camera is very shoddy. It registers the volts on both your batteries, tells you what volts they're at. Pretty nice feature there. Lets you know whenever they're starting to get super low. This mod can handle down to 0.1 ohms, which is good for you cloud chasers out there, chasing them clouds. And on the screen here, obviously it shows your ohms, your volts, and your amps. And I am running it in wattage mode right now, and it hits good. The batteries last all day in this mod as compared to some other mods I've used in the past. Anyways, I've ran it in wattage mode, and I had some titanium wire that I built with, so I ran it in TI 100. And personally, I'm not a big fan of titanium wire. I mean, it gives good flavor, but just not my thing. But pretty good mod. I mean, it has this nice little door right here. Just batteries pop out. One goes in up, and the other one goes in down. It just snaps back on. Has this neat little hinge thing right here, so you can put your fingernail in there and pop it out. This mod is very small and feels good in your hand, and it can run up to 213 watts, which realistically you don't really need, but you know, most mod companies nowadays are just kind of measuring dicks. So let's see who can get the higher wattage device, even though you're never going to really use the watts that it has on there. But not really much I had to talk about this mod. The firmware is upgradable. I mean, you click it 3 times to get into the settings menu, where you can go from power, which is wattage, then SS, which is stainless steel, and TI1, which is titanium, and NI200, which is nickel wire, and then TCR and TFR, which I'm not entirely sure what those are. I do believe they're just memory settings. I haven't really played with it that much. Like I said, I've just ran it in power mode and titanium. But I thoroughly enjoy this mod. I mean, it's a nice little mod. The battery power lasts pretty good amount of time. I vape on these batteries all day. But personally, in the past, I've never really been a big fan of sigelei products because the battery power really didn't last that long on them, but they did really well with the 213. I mean, this is probably my favorite mod that I've ever used, and mine is the gunmetal gray with the blue on it. You click it 5 times, turn it off. Obviously, you click it 5 times to turn it back on, which it doesn't really turn it off, it just locks the device, which is kind of bad, but because there's no way to turn it off unless you just take out the batteries. I like the option to actually turning off my mod. But let's vape on it a little bit and let's just show you what this thing's capable of. Right now I'm running a dual parallel, dual coil 24 gauge, I think 6 wraps. I won't swear to that. It's been a few days since I built it, and I just really like this build. Quad coils, man. Quad coils. But this vape is fun to play around with. I mean, you can run zero point 0.1 ohms, and this mod does not get hot. I have not had this mod get hot on me one time. I mean, it gets a little warm, but not hot. I'm running a super low build in there. Like I said, it registers out to perfectly 0.1 ohms. And it's a chucking, and it's a running. And I typically run this build at like 60 watts. I had it at 70, but I just like the way it hits better on 60. But see if I can unscrew my tank in here. Got a little bit of juice on there. But the threading on it's pretty good, beautiful. I do believe that is a brass pin in there. I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And realistically, I probably should have looked up more about the mod and seen all the capabilities of it before I did a review, but I was really excited about this mod and just really wanted to share with you guys about how much I love it. I mean, like I said, it's one of the best mods I've ever owned. And I heard a lot of bad things about the Fuchai 200s, I think is what they were. And this being a Fuchai, I'm sure a lot of people were concerned that it was going to have a lot of issues and blah, 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 blah. I can't remember exactly what I was told what was wrong with the Fuchais, but it was pretty bad, like the screen went out or something. But so far, I've had no issues out of this mod. Except for whenever I lock it, it's kind of weird. But I've noticed that the screen flickers whenever I press the button. Well, you can't really see it on my camera, but it has like a slight flicker to it whenever I have it locked and I press the button. I don't know if that's just a thing, but so far the mod runs great. And like I said, I've had this mod for like 2 or 3 weeks, and it's done good by me ever since. I've had no issues with it at all, and not really much else I can talk about. I mean, I've had no battery tear or anything along those lines. Forgive me, I'm a bit tired today. Not really completely here. But yeah. So that's what I have to say about the Sigelei 213. And I really suggest all you vapors out there have to at least give it a chance. It's a really good mod, and I've loved it for the 2 or 3 weeks that I've had it. And I don't foresee myself getting rid of this mod, but unless a better one comes out and I just kind of really want it. But I'll probably always have this mod, one way or another. Now, if I were to ever lose this mod, would I go out and get another one? Hell yeah. I mean, great mod. And they're at a pretty good price for what they are. I mean, at local stores, I've seen them for about 70 bucks-ish, somewhere in around there. Online, I've seen them go for 60. Some websites, I've seen them go for 80, which is a bit steep, but if everywhere else was sold out and that was my last chance, I'd buy it from there. But that's all I had to say. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.